Today I'm at the Nissan X-Trail Drive, definitely a very big important launch that we have been waiting for. And with me I have the senior management at Nissan India, obviously Saurabh Vatsa and Frank. Thank you so much for taking all the time to speak to us. First of all, why the X-Trail in terms of getting being into the premium segment yet again?
We have been thinking in our strategy and transformation in India. We are clear now on the value proposition for the India customer, which is Japanese DNA, SUV and high technology. Then we took the time to decide what to do, and then X-Trail is the first step on top of the successful Magna we have today. And X-Trail is delivering exactly this, Japanese DNA, SUV and technology. And this is the first step on this new product offensive we want to do during the next 2 years and a half. And today we are really happy and excited for this X-Trail, which is delivering what exactly will deliver in our product lineup that will come back in the next month, 1.5.
Okay, so also the fact that X-Trail is not a stranger to the Indian market because the first generation was sold here. So was that a very important factor? Considering some bit of nostalgia, considering the X-Trail is not a new, it's been established in the market.
I think clearly X-Trail is the 4th generation product right now. And it fits in perfectly into the strategy that Nissan has for the market. Like Frank said, Japanese DNA, SUV and technologies that we can pack into the car, because these are halo models and we want the customers to really experience the real Nissan technologies that we have. And of course, we've had the first generation X-Trail in the country, but the bigger factor is that we have a very clearly laid down strategy in terms of getting SUVs in the future as part of the CBU. And that's where this vehicle fits exactly what the customers are looking for. It fits into the brand proposition and it's got a perfect product proposition to come into the market at this point in time.
Okay, Frank, you had touched upon a very important topic in having a ready future map for India, still in 2026. So can you specify what are the products which the Indian car buyer can expect from Nissan?
We have today Magna and really successful. We will have a facelift of Magna very soon, also for Expo. It means it will expand to a live and version, which is moving from 15 to almost 40 countries for Expo. And then on top, we already announced 3 full new models designed and manufactured in India, 2 CSUVs and 1 affordable EV. And on top, we have this CBU strategy, which we are relaunching now. X-Trail is first. Means all these new product offensive will be capable to make triple the volume. Means in domestic we will achieve in the end of the R, which is 26, almost 100,000 units domestic, but also 100,000 units export. No? Means it's a big step, big transformation from today, and this will come in the next month, year. It means that really we are really excited, and this is our response, what we want to do in India, and we are not here just opportunistic, we are here to stay. We already are being here more than 15 years. Means we want to be here and we want to ensure that India customer is getting what they deserve.
Okay, so one thing that the car buyer for India market is changing, obviously compact SUVs you are entering. Can you shed some light about the future compact 4 meter plus that you're launching? Not to really much, but to say what will be the ethos, because obviously this is a segment which already has so many rivals.
So clearly, I mean, if you look at the Indian buyer today, it's SUVs, SUVs and SUVs. Yeah. So regardless of size and segment, it's SUVs. So the 2 new SUVs that we're talking of are also going to come in, but they're going to marry the strategy that we have for India, which is basically we're going to focus on the Japaneseness, on the craftsmanship of the vehicle. In terms of technologies, they'll be loaded with the perfect technologies that are coming from Nissan and the customers are looking for. And they will be very reliable and robust, which is what Japanese products are known to be, and Nissan is supposed to be delivering that across the globe. That's exactly what is going to come in on those cars. And of course, that DNA that we have defined for Nissan is going to reflect truly on those cars, and they will actually bear the look which the brand is now globally coming out. So very interesting products, both in 5 seat.
You have mentioned 7, 5 and 7 seat. So is that very intentional, because 7 seater is the new must-have segment? What do you think that is changing? Because Indian car buyers love to travel more with the families, or do you think that is a new factor?
I think you've answered the question. The buyers are looking for clearly 5 and 7 seat definitions. However, what we're really trying to do is make sure that we have truly differentiated products for truly differentiated customers.
So both products will be different.
And a 7-seat buyer are completely different.
Okay.
And that's what our research is telling us. When we talk to them, they have very different needs and requirements. Their travel behaviors are very different, like you rightly said. And therefore, these vehicles will cater to those requirements.
Can you give us a ballpark of the timeline? You can expect.
I think it's already said
Yes,
that
for
we're looking
20,
between now and 26.
Okay.
That gives us a very tight timeline of just about 30 months.
Yes.
We've got 3 new products. We've got a CBU here. We've got a magnet facelift coming in.
So
We've
quite
got
a lot of action.
EV coming in. So that's why during the presentation we said we haven't met you for a long time, but we're going to meet you more often.
That I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
Last question is on the EV, because obviously India may not be embracing electricity such in larger, in the wider arm like in Europe, where electrification I think is a bit more in terms of the market penetration. So is that also a factor for us in developing your EV? Are you focused on like battery cost, localization? Because that's very important in terms of the EV that you're planning to do.
We are very clear on the EV strategy. Today, EV market share is around 1%. We are forecast that in 2030 it will be more than 20% market share. It means that EV will play important role. Good thing is that in Nissan we are pioneering on EV, means we have all technology and all experience. In fact, within the next meter plan with M26, we will launch our full EV, and this EV will be fully designed and manufactured here.
Okay.
Then to be competitive needs to be fully localized. It means including battery and including all that.
It will be an SUV also.
Yes, it will be an SUV. It will be an SUV. Basically. And in A or B segment, means it will be a affordable EV. But also, we are not just working on this 24 to 26. We are now starting to discuss what will be our portfolio in the future. And for sure, the EV will be playing important role in our case. And in fact, also, it will be necessary to fulfill all the other regulations that India government is putting in place. No? It means that it's just to see what is the right timing. We will have this technology, and of course later will came, because we think that EV will be important in India, and of course will be there.
Okay.
And just to amplify what Frank is saying, what's really important is that Nissan today has the EV, hybrid, and ICE technology all on those. And therefore, we're looking at the market, and based on what's happening in the market, the latency is not there because we don't have to develop technology, we already have the technology, so we can react quickly to the market.
Same question that you said. Can you also look at Nissan doing hybrids, or because obviously there is sort of healthy sales mix between EVs and hybrids in India. So do you think hybrids also make sense?
So again, going back to multiple issues that define what we're going to get next. Today, if you look at the EV and hybrid portfolio put together in the TIV, it's about 4%. EVs taking about a percentage and a half, and the balance is hybrid. You also have to look at what the government policies are going to be sustainably for a long time. And like we said, technologies are already existing with Nissan. You don't have to go and develop them from scratch. It's a question of putting them into the vehicle and bringing them to the country. Don't forget, these vehicles that you're going to launch, they will have a life cycle. So if you bring them in this time period, they're going to have a sustainable life cycle. The life cycle actions, you know how it is. You can consider all these options. Look at what's the important from the market and deal with it.
Final question. I know, and sometime back Nissan had showcased the Duke Casio, and obviously we showed it here. So, is there a possibility you can expect? But those are like having been driven one in the UK. These are fantastic SUVs also. Do you think this makes sense for India? I mean, in terms of consideration.
Yeah, you can Cascade is one of our global products, and we have to make the choice between these products and these products. After we got the feedback from the customer, we had clear proposition of our brand in terms of Japanese DNA and CDI technology. We had a call, and we decided that the best is fitting with India customer needs is style. This is because we have already decided to take Cascade. There is no plan for Japan and Cascade was decided, but we are now preparing our CSUV, and of course the experience on SUV with this tire, with you, with Cascade, also will be part important of this design with our experience on SUV.
I think there's natural excitement with what Nissan is doing right now. You've got to remember that we're going from one car to almost 5 cars in 2.5 years. So that's a lot of prep.
That's like 5 cars.
It's 5 new cars going out into the market. It's a lot of groundwork. It's a lot of prep. It's also in terms of industrialization, we are changing our strategy. So we're focusing one car at a time. We're working on that. and then of course we'll look at the future in India.
So basic what I get is 99 facelift, 2C plus 5 liter, so 5-seater and 7-seater and CV. So
And
lot-
EV.
yeah, so the Indian car buyer has a lot in terms of expectations that's from Nissan.
Absolutely.
Covering every segment.
Absolutely.
Looking forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.